Yes, I request all to be on time because we start our exercises by 6:45. Yeah. So what did we discuss in the last part of the previous class? Anybody wants to recap quickly in 1 minute? Hmm? So we understood the five koshas, the five sheets, yeah, of uh, what a human being is, and one of that, the fourth sheet was Vigyanmay Kosh or the intellect. And we started with the four traits of the intellect. So everybody clear what is intellect? Hmm? Intellect is the Vivek Buddhi, the discriminating power, what is right, what is wrong. Okay. And we started with the first trait, the first bhava, that is Dharma bhava. Dharma, what yoga talks about, Dharma is not religion, it's about the duty. Okay. And now we all understand the first duty किसके तरफ होनी चाहिए हमारी? What should be our prime duty? The first duty towards whom? Yes,
To
Towards
ourselves.
ourselves.
towards ourselves. Right. So how do you know? Now today is a very deep, profound question. That how do you know what is your duty? चलो मैंने बोल दिया duty towards yourself. But how will you identify what's your duty? Yeah. Anyone can unmute and speak, or you can type in the chat box.
When your conscience is clear.
Conscience is clear. Okay, so Anjana aunty is saying when your conscience is clear, when your intentions are clear, then you are know your duty. But Anjana aunty, how will I know what is my duty? Hmm?
When you're giving out.
Through my GPS.
Sorry?
Like through my GPS.
नहीं, but
You had
GPS तो गलत भी
mentioned.
जा सकता है ना
Through
कि मैं yeah.
we came to know our duty through our guru.
Okay, through a guru. So yes, very true. Yeah, a guru sometimes make you realize, but how do you know, madam? चलो तो उन्होंने बोला कि आपकी ड्यूटी है. How will you know what is your duty? We should know our aim of life. Okay, Kirti is saying you should know your purpose of life, aim of life. But मुझे मालूम क्या पड़ेगा मेरी लाइफ का क्या aim? How will I know? That's the question.
Our aim of a
Anyone?
life is to make our creator happy because
Yes,
he has
that can.
created
Yes,
us.
fine. I agree on that point. Yeah. So our one of our aims should be to make our creator happy. Very true. Yes. Any other point of view? Let's talk about animals.
What is
Okay.
the permanent in the life instead of temporary things in the life? So
Okay.
that
So
we have to.
Vishal is like sorted now. He is like, don't run after the temporary things, all the things that are external. Just focus on the eternal. Okay. Let's focus on animals. How will animal know what is duty? What's the duty of a bird?
To feed themselves and for the
Fly.
entire day and
Fly.
their kids. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. उसका काम है खाना पीना सोना तो every see
Hmm.
that feeding, that reproduction, that everyone does sleep in that cycle. But primarily the duty of the bird बोलेंगे it is to fly, right? It can fly. Fish, what does a fish do? What is a fish good at? Hmm?
Swimming.
Swim.
Swimming.
Swim. Okay. So any hints now? I'm giving you hints now. So how will you identify that what is your duty?
नहीं वो ड्यूटी नहीं हुआ ना, वो तो उसका एक्टिविटी हुआ
Because
डेली.
human being they are with the mind. They are
Okay.
gifted, blessed with the mind, so we have to use our mind. We have to use our
Okay.
intellect
We have to use our intellect to determine our duty. See, Mukesh.
towards our goal.
Yeah. Yes. So duty in the duty in this sense in what yoga talks about, Mukesh is very right. वो उसका duty थोड़ी है, वो तो उसका एक तरह से natural self expression हुआ, right, Mukesh? So this is a better word to put, natural self expression. So for human beings also, the problem with human beings is that we think that we are superior and we have the right to destroy ourselves at the fastest pace possible. That is what this generation is doing for itself. That we have forgotten what is our natural self expression. This is very important in yoga to understand who we truly are. So, what do you think can be the natural self expression of a normal human being? Hmm? क्या हो सकता है natural self expression? It is unique. It is unique to each and every one of us. And the way it is designed, the way nature has designed us, that we are born, we are small, our intellect is not very sharp, then we get education जो पहले गुरु के through होता था. Somebody spoke about knowledge through guru. I think Kirti spoke about, yeah, इसने बोला, एकता ने बोला कि गुरु के थ्रू नॉलेज मालूम पड़ता था कि वी यूज्ड टू शार्पन अवर इंटेलेक्ट. बचपन से क्या होता है, वी कीप शार्पनिंग अवर इंटेलेक्ट, यू ट्राई आउट अ फ्यू थिंग्स, राइट. तो राम को मालूम पड़ा उसको उनका धर्म क्या है, कृष्ण को मालूम पड़ा उनका धर्म क्या है, अर्जुन को मालूम पड़ा कि इज अ क्षत्रिय, तो हिज धर्म इज टू किल, टू प्रोटेक्ट, राइट. तो यू हैव टू नो, बोलते ना, दिस इज द प्राइमरी, this should be the primary, is not, this should be the primary goal of a human being, to know about his own natural self expression. If you want to connect to the larger purpose of your life, the aim of your life, what Kirti was talking about, that unless you know your natural self-expression, you will never be that fulfilled, that that sense of accomplishment will never be, that sense of joy. This will always be missing from your life. Now the next question, the next logical question, kya hona chahiye? How will I know, Manish? What is my natural self-expression? Anyone wants to try this? Yeah, there are no right or wrong answers. You can, yeah, Vishal.
Like where I am putting my time, and time is like flying for me. Like I'm not feeling like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Where like to time flies, you are not aware of sense of time and space both. फिर ये काम तो मैं करते ही जा सकता हूँ यार, I don't need a break from it, I don't need a vacation from it. This is one indication that you are following your natural self-expression. Second is, even if you are not paid for it, still you love to do it. That there is no expectation in return. That is your natural self-expression. That yes, I can take these classes forever and I can go on and on. I just love doing this. I love teaching. So teaching is my natural self-expression. So these are few indicators of your natural self-expression. But everybody is not that fortunate, Vishal, that you will actually find that what yoga has done, what Maharishi Patanjali has done, that in order for normal human beings, for an average human being to determine his sense of duty, whether he's on the right track or not, he laid down certain rules and regulations. कि ये दायरे हैं, ये rules and regulations है जिसको आपको follow करना है, so that you remain, बोलते हैं ना, within the boundaries, like a river. If the river is within the boundaries, it is so useful. It can be used for agriculture, it can be used for washing clothes, नहाने के लिए काम आता है, पानी कितना काम आता है, पीने के लिए काम आता है. But if the river crosses its boundaries, मर्यादा अगर छोड़ देता है, तो क्या होता है? It causes destruction. So similarly, this human intellect, this also needs direction in order to fulfill its dharma, its duty. कि हम वो ड्यूटी कब निभा पाएंगे? Now let's talk an simple सा example लेता हूँ. Let's take the example of a murderer. Fine. A murderer uses a knife to kill, right? And what does a surgeon do? वो भी तो काटता है. Then who is right, who is wrong? मर्डर बोलेगा मैंने भी तो डॉक्टर वाला काम किया, डॉक्टर भी चीरफाड़ करता है, मैंने भी चीरफाड़ कर दिया. What wrong have I done? पुलिसमैन बंदूक लेके घूम सकता है, उसके लिए कोई restrictions नहीं है. He can shoot, he can kill. What about others? Can we do it? Obviously not. So what differentiates here? What differentiates a murderer from a doctor? Obviously the intentions.
Intellect.
The connect behind the intent or the intentions, right? Intention set करने के लिए महर्षि पतंजलि ने, he has made what? चलिए, एकता and sorry, Anjana aunty and Pooja, you should know now. After doing the 7-day camp, now I'll be strict with you guys. Now you have the insider information. If I use that word, yeah. What tools Maharishi Patanjali has devised in the 8 limbs of yoga? चलो hint भी दे दिया मैंने. So that
Eightfold path.
eightfold path में which limbs, which will help you determine your duty in life?
Yamas, niyamas.
Yes, yamas and niyamas. So we should clap for Anjana aunty. Yeah. So now see, उन्होंने ऐसे नहीं छोड़ दिया कि he told about 4 bhavas कि ये 4 भावा, ये 4 attitude है. How you develop that sense of duty, or how you know, how will I know क्या सही है क्या गलत है, whether I am on the right path or not. So what he did, और उसको पता था कि यार आज का जो जनरेशन है, दिस जनरेशन भटका हुआ जनरेशन रहेगा, तो उन्होंने 5000 साल पहले ही हमें पूरा एकदम सिस्टमैटिक, इट इज वेरी सिस्टमैटिक, ही स्पोक समथिंग अबाउट यमास. YAMAS, everybody should know this. As a yoga student, you should know this. And It is our duty. बोलता हूँ, it is our duty to learn these topics. In fact, these should be taught in schools also. ताकि the kind of things that we hear in the news so often these days, वो सुनने में नहीं आएगा. If we are aware of this basic things, these are very बोलते हैं ना basics, ABCD of yoga. This is the ABCD. Problem is that nobody is interested. So yoga teachers, what they do, they straight away jump to asanas. Okay. Okay. So yamas. What are yamas? Anybody? Any idea what are yamas? We'll just quickly cover what is yamas. Detail में हम next session में cover करेंगे. What are yamas?
Things which we should restrain in doing, matlab we should not do it.
Yes. We should abstain. मतलब कि it is everything to do with the outside world and things which we should not do. तो क्या क्या नहीं होना चाहिए? Yeah. What are the 5 components of yamas? Anyone wants to try? Or any order, चलो any order. तो एक भी याद नहीं है, चलो ठीक है, I'll cover. So yamas का सबसे the foundation of yoga is ahimsa. This is the conduct with the outside world. So what Maharshi Patanjali spoke about first is ahimsa. Ahimsa can be loosely translated as non-violence. So agar thief is killing someone or the murderer is killing someone, is it violence or non-violence? It is violence because the intention is to hurt. Intention is to hurt. And if the doctor वो चीरफाड़ करता है, अगर किसी का पेट काटा, किसी का स्कल काट दिया या किसी का पैर काटा, the intention is to heal. So it is your intention which determines your action, whether it's himsa, violence, or non-violence. Second is satya. Satya matlab, anybody? What is satya?
Truth.
Truth.
Truth. So any idea? Truth kya ho? In what sense? Truth. Here, Hansama used to give a very nice example. So कुछ चोर पीछा कर रहे थे, एक भला आदमी था, चेहरे से मालूम पड़ता था कि हाँ वो भला आदमी है. चोर गुंडे पूरे मास्क वास्क पहन के बंदूक लेके उसके पीछे भाग रहे थे. एंड वो जो इंसान भाग रहा था वो अचानक से कहीं छुप गया. ओके. चोरों ने किसी को देखा, उस चोरों ने पूछा उसको, अरे आपने कहीं इसको देखा? तो उसने ना बोल दिया. ही लाइड. उसको पता था कि वो जो भाग रहा है कहाँ छुपा है, बट उसको बचाने के लिए उसने बोल दिया कि आई डोंट नो वेयर ही इज हाइडिंग. सो इज दिस ट्रूथ और अनट्रूथ? झूठ बोला उसने.
Truth.
Truth. So see here
Uh,
again. Yeah.
but
Yes.
Manish, I asked this question from Vindriya auntie once. She said, "Kid, lie is lie. It can be due to any reason. That
Okay.
you can't say it's truth. You have to face the karma of that lie, whether it's in the favor of somebody or whatever it
Okay.
is."
Okay. See, we can agree to disagree, but what yoga speaks about here again is with in what context the truth is being spoken. What yoga speaks about is in what context are we saying this. So if you are telling the untruth, if you want to differentiate the untruth from the truth, the reason why it is being uttered or spoken, that should be taken into consideration. Okay. So first was, so Satya and Ahimsa, this was the base of Mahatma Gandhi, also the virtues what Mahatma Gandhi followed. And see where we are today. मतलब कि एक पूरा हिला के रख दिया ब्रिटिशर्स को, this Satya, truth and non-violence. The other three, there are 3 more aspects. I'll just mention the names and we'll cover that in the next session. So first हो गया Ahimsa, Satya. Third is Brahmacharya. Third is, sorry Mukta ji, कुछ बोल रहे हैं?
अस्तेय ब्रह्मचर्य अपरिग्रह.
Yes, Asteya, Brahmacharya, and Aparigraha. So Brahmacharya doesn't mean just moderation in sex, it means moderation of the senses. If you want the literal translation of Brahmacharya, it is moderation of your sense organs, not only sex. Okay. Asteya, anybody? What is Asteya, Muktadi?
नॉन स्टीलिंग.
Non-stealing. Okay. Non-stealing मतलब ये नहीं आप किसी का सामान ही चुरा रहे हैं या किसी का पैसा चुरा लिया. Even taking wrong credit for anything. या किसी और ने किताब लिखी, मैंने खुद का नाम करके छाप दिया, मनीष ने बुक लिखी, that is also stealing. Yoga. What yoga talks about non-stealing and aparigraha.
नॉन
Anyone? What is
पॉजिटिवनेस. नॉन
non
पॉजिटिवनेस.
non-possession? Non-possession, that you don't try to hoard things. You don't try to possess things. That is aparigraha. So see how beautiful this knowledge of yoga is. That उन्होंने पहले बताया कि what is five sheets, five koshas क्या है. Then intellect में he went, mind में बहुत deep गया था. Mind में will go deep later on. Then what are the types of mind वो भी उन्होंने बताया था. Then intellect he spoke about the four bhavas, that what should be the four traits. And then duty, कैसे हमें पता चलेगा. So these are the five things. Whatever your conduct with the outside world is, be very mindful of these five things. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, non-stealing, Brahmacharya, and Aparigraha, non-possession. Okay, come. Let's start with our exercises.